A great Thursday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville. And after the storm comes the calm. It just looks like nothing had happened, guys. Just like a very, except all the mud that's at the house. But the day, if you woke up this morning and hadn't lived yesterday, like if you did one of those binges that I used to go on, and didn't experience yesterday, you wouldn't have known that we had a big old storm. I again, I'm not sure how Boca Chica Boulevard is. Again, I don't drive down Boca Chica Boulevard just because I hate getting stuck in traffic, especially with people in Brownsville who don't know how to drive. It's crazy. And guys, I'm actually putting a an hilo on a nabuja. Follow the needle. You want to send Erasmo your stimulus check. I am cosiendo my coat because se le cayó un botón. And actually, the botón had probably popped out a long time ago. I just hadn't had the chance to put it on there. And but I was going through the coats, and this is the coat that que más le quedaba a what I'm wearing today. I'm actually being patriotic this morning. I'm wearing red, white, and blue. You just can't see my shoes. They're my Balenciaga shoes that my sister gave me. Balenciaga. I didn't even know that they were a name brand. Just thought they looked like cool shoes. Shoot. La regué. I just thought they were cool shoes. So at the end of the day, that's all that mattered to me. Balenciaga. Italian expensive tennies. But I was out there putting on my. I wore the shirt and the tie, and I got the shoes, of course, at home. But I always get to the studio and decide what sacco I'm going to put on with the clothes that I'm wearing. And I have a dressing room full of sacos. And I found this blue one. It's a little darker blue that goes well with the tie and the shoes. So no sé por qué ando tan nervioso poniendo el de este. So that's why I'm sewing el botón. It's kind of a weird deal, but this morning I got this coat and estaba lleno de pelusa because I used to have all my coats at the house. And as you all know, I have cats. And cats, there's one thing they're good at is soltando pelo. Have you ever tried to put a button on while you have the garment still wearing? It's not easy. So, con permiso de ustedes, voy a quitar el saco y voy a coserlo. Oh, I was going why it was so light. I didn't have the dark. Good morning, Hector. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Patty. Where have you been? My Lopez Lobos Patty. Hadn't seen you in a while. Uh, Probably getting ready for last minute preparation to the end of the school year, as I think all parents are doing. And congratulations to everyone out there that's graduating. Uh, buenos días, a friend, and good morning, my man. Jimmy, you're like Mr. Rogers. It's beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Well, it's kind of a weird deal, but I was debating this morning because I couldn't find my lint brush at the office. So I was debating this morning. I go like, man, people won't be able to see all the cat hair on my saco, you know. Pero I said, but I know it's there, you know. So I said, wait a minute. I know there's cat hair there, so I'm not going to feel comfortable. So I was concerned because I was going to come on and I was just not going to feel comfortable because I knew the cat hair was there. So I went out to the car. I have a lint brush in the car. Hombre prevenido vale por dos. And I decimated all the hair on the saco. But then when I tried to tie the top button, I found out that the top button was missing. Fortunately for me, whenever it did fall out, I had placed it in the pocket, and I felt it. So I said it's a good opportunity to put it on there. Let me say one of the things that I again I want to feel comfortable in what I'm wearing. I want to feel comfortable in what I'm wearing. I want to make sure that that again what the product that we bring out here for you is top notch, top quality, as much as possible. Because again, I'm not one of these experts that that can afford to have fancy mics, fancy lighting, as the expensive camera. Ita, there's the button. Now I feel comfortable. Now my button's in place. No cat hair on my coat. I'm ready to go. Guys, again, image is everything, and I want to make sure that we produce a halfway decent product. And I mentioned that because there's a lot of folks out there that you know will do these videos and be wearing shorts, and that's okay. I've done it, I think, a couple of times where I've had my saco and my coat, and I'm wearing shorts, and again, that's okay. But all you see is de aquí hacia arriba. I mean, I could be in calzones. I could be, I could be encuerado. You know, I'm serious. But you don't see this part. You don't see that I have my red shoes on and I actually have pants on. Can you see my Balenciaga and my I have pants on? That's the part you can't see. And again, going back into politics, guys, this is what you get from politics. All you get from politicians is the aquí para arriba. That's all they'll let you see. And unfortunately, we don't know if they're wearing pants. We don't know if they're in underoos or in underwear or in calzones or in cueriquis. We just don't know. And a lot of times we want to judge a politician or I guess show by what we see. And there's a lot more behind it that comes into play. The problem with politicians, guys, is that they'll tell you what you want to hear at the time that they want you to come out and vote for them. That's what politicians do. Is that, and I think one of the things that I've been very, very consistent is, guys, is that me quieran o no me quieran, I'm still here. It's just me. There's nothing fake. There's nothing made up. What you see is what you get. And I'm hoping that in time, more and more individuals start to appreciate the facts and truth instead of lies and deception. But I have no cat hair, and my buttons are all in place. Actually, now I'm feeling the bottom button might need a little tightening up. I'll do that later. Good morning. Quítate todo. No. That wouldn't be good for me. And trust me, that would definitely not be good for you. It would not be good at all. Greetings, a ladybug. Good morning, Suzanne, and good morning. Well, have you heard anything about the Moderna vaccine for younger teenagers? Right now, I think Pfizer is at 12. And actually, I posted yesterday or Monday or Tuesday, can't remember. I'm losing track of days. But I did post CVS is now administering the Pfizer vaccine for 12-year-olds and over. Guys, go to my page, find the link. I think it was yesterday, early yesterday. But go on there and make an appointment, guys. Right now, there's vaccines everywhere. I think the Moderna is still stuck at 18 and over. I don't think that it has been authorized to do the 16. Pfizer used to be 16 and over. Now they're down to 12 and over, guys. So I would contact CVS Pharmacy. Roxanne, there is a website. I've posted it. If not, just go to cvs.com or CVS, Google search CVS vaccines, and you'll be able to find out the link in regards to registering anyone over the age of 12 for the Pfizer vaccine. It is the only one out there that I think there's dealing with children that age. Mr. Kitty Cat. I like it when you call me Kitty Cat, Papa. Two cats are mommies and mimis. Mimis and mommies, yes. Mama is that passed away. Let me say that yesterday, a friend, I think Jaime, posted this very pretty little black cat with blue eyes. And I was this close to say, I'll go pick him up. It was a rescue. It was a cat that was caught up in the storm yesterday, guys. And I came this close. After you lose a pet, after you lose a cat, it takes a while for you to feel comfortable and ready and getting ready to say, I'm ready for another cat. And I was this close. If it wasn't for the fact that I didn't find out if it was a boy or a girl, I'm not going to bring in a boy cat to the house. It's got to be a female cat. And and again, I'm almost ready to that point where I'm ready to bring it in. But the problem is that I'm going to be out next week. I will be filming from Los Cabos San Lucas next week. So again, I don't want to bring a cat into the house and not be there to offer it that support, that attention that it needs. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Then the first week of June, I will be in Guadalajara. Guadalajara. Why? I don't know. Because I like to travel. Nomás las mujeres se ponen calzones. No. I'm still wearing them, man. And let me tell you, I enjoy wearing them. According to the weather reports, this morning, Brownsville received about an inch of rain. And look what happened. It's crazy. It is crazy. Este, I think one of the things that we learned last week that Brownsville had received, I think, 2 inches and it flooded. If all we got was an inch of rain, let me say, guys, that's crazy. The amount of damage that can be done with an inch of rain. We are here because nosotros sí te queremos. Yo también te quiero, papá. Tú sabes. Good morning, Adora. No seas cochino, Frank Reyes. Frank, pórtate bien, papá. Hurricane season is here, and I am not aware of any plans initiated by Cameron County. In the past, we had drills, evacuation plans to preposition pumps in those areas that we know flood. We should take personal responsibility and begin our evacuation plan for ourselves and our family to begin a slow stock on perishables. I agree with Judge Cascos. Let me say, guys, we've said this before, when our local leadership fails us, guys, the only ones that we have to depend on are each other in order to salir adelante. And what Judge Cascos is saying is 100% correct. Guys, every other community in the Rio Grande Valley, I mean, every other community, I think, in the storm's path was uh, being proactive in regards to what could be, folks. What could be? I think we were very fortunate that yesterday's storm didn't hit as hard as it could have, as that we didn't get I guess tornadoes touching down. We didn't have severe storms where we had power outage. We did have some power outages allá para la Posada. Para la Posada se fue la luz. So again, guys, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But other cities were proactive, guys. Other counties in the valley and elsewhere, guys, throughout the state of Texas, were very, very proactive. We were not. Again, did anyone see any notice from Cameron County in regards to the distribution of sandbags, guys? What is their plan? What are we supposed to do as a community, guys? And again, what Judge Casco says is 100% correct, guys. We already know that there is a deficit in regards to leadership qualities coming from individuals that are right now sitting in your seats, the ones that you, the community, voted them into, guys. So when that happens, guys, we have to make sure that we produce for ourselves. We have to make sure that our family is safe, our extended family is safe, and our community is safe. And it's very unfortunate, and it's something that we were talking about last night. It's very unfortunate, guys, that a lot of people don't understand what government is. And all you have to do is just go on my page, and you'll see a lot of butt kissers out there, a lot of butt kissers that are trying to sway the narrative and basically place the blame on you. And look, guys, I place the blame on you, the community, in a different sense. I don't place the blame on you, the community, for being ill prepared. Hey, there's only so much that we all can do as individual family units here in Cameron County and the city of Brownsville because of the limited resources, guys. That is why. That is the reason, folks, actually, why government exists. Government exists, guys, so that we can pool the resources together. O sea, te quitan un tanto a ti, le quitan un tanto a la familia García, le quitan un tanto a la familia Bug, un tanto a la familia Rodríguez, un tanto a la familia Abriones, un tanto a la familia Polín, un tanto a la familia Johnson, guys, and they pool all these resources together, and it makes a big old pot. Like that golden pot at the end of the rainbow. It's this golden pot, guys, that you contributed to. You and your family contributed to. So now with this golden pot, guys, then we're able to acquire resources that you, as the Bugs, the Rodriguez, the Briones, couldn't get for yourself or for your family. But now, because it's pooled together, now you can buy the more expensive things. Guys, that's what government is. Because then you vote for someone in your area to represent you in regards to that which is already yours. So there's oversight de cómo se va a gastar ese dinero. There's oversight. But it's your money, guys. And look, a lot of it's like when individuals were complaining, and I'll give you this quick example, guys. When individuals were complaining when I was out there fighting Texas Southernmost College, UTV TSC, in regards to the $1 increase that they wanted to do the international fund or something. I don't know what the crap that was. $1, and they said Erasmo, it's just $1, and I was going like, wait a minute, based on what? I mean, what does this international fund actually do? Tell us. Erasmo, it's just $1. ¿Por qué te fijas? It's just $1. And I say, it's not just $1, guys. They want to take one of my dollars, one of Mark's dollars, one of Lady's dollars, one of Steve's dollars. And it's a total of $18,000. Guys, that's a substantial amount. Maybe for you it isn't. For me, it's a fortune. So I said, why $1? And it's not just the dollar, it's the pool of money. Guys, in our case, it's not just our tax revenue, folks. It's not just our tax revenue that helps build the streets, do the blue ticket, orange ticket over there at the airport, guys. It's not just the tax dollars, Because if it was solely left to our tax dollars, no, bitch it up. We won't have anything. The bulk of the money comes from handouts from the federal government, from the state government, and from other private entities, guys. That's where it comes from. And it's money that comes in. And again, these people in leadership, they'll go like, why should you worry? You don't even pay taxes. It's grant. Everything is grant money. So grin and bear it. Shut up. Well, wait a minute. Then you have to ask yourselves, well, why are we getting so much grant money, guys? And you know why we're getting so much grant money? We're getting so much grant money because we're the poorest community in the country. We're the fourth least educated. We're one of the top 10 most miserable places to live. So yes, we qualify for all those welfare programs. It's not welfare, it's still tax dollars, but we qualify for all those grants, guys. But we qualify for them because of the social economic system that we live in, because these elected officials at the county level and at the city level, they're not bringing in economic development. We don't have $15, $18 an hour jobs, guys. We don't. When there's no economic development, when there's no opportunities, guys, then we start to receive a lot of grant money. There's a lot of grants out there. It's still your money, folks, because you're getting the money because of the disadvantaged situation that these elected officials have us all under. C.S. Morrison had lots of time slots. Amen. A lot of the different CVS pharmacies did as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Do it. You can call him Papa. No, I do not want a male cat. Do not. Once summer really hits, it might be difficult to find time slots for vaccines. Guys, yeah, I agree with Ladybug. I mean, the sooner you get vaccinated, the better for everyone. If it's a female, you could call her Mamados. 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 You almost made me say a bad word. Mamados. Mamatu. Mamadukes. Mamadukes. They say a lady was launching her boat at the ramp when the strong current pulled the boat and her vehicle into the water. I think that they passed away, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, not a good situation. Well, Elon Musk is here, so have no fear. Guys, Elon Musk did not become a billionaire by being muy dadivoso. He's a businessman. For those in the rural areas, do your best to clean up your bar ditches. Yeah, and make sure you stock those bars. Yes, start preparing, but don't spread the word, or people will start hoarding everything at the stores. Yeah, unfortunately for us, we do have that mentality that guys, let's go out there and let's start buying everything that's out there. Again, I was concerned yesterday when that gas tanker turned over there on Alton Glore. I was going like, oh my Lord, are we going to see these big old lines at the pumps again? Guys, there's no reason to go out there. Carlos Casco for county judge. Uh, I loved Judge Cascos. Judge Cascos is a friend of mine. Again, we'll always support Judge Cascos. The plan for commissioners is everyone is on their own. Yeah, except when they're asking for your vote. Then it's we're all in this together. I think that was one of the slogans from State Senator Lucio. Estamos together. Estamos juntos. Oh my goodness. People believe that crap. The city and the county is waiting for you to mention a plan. That way they do it and take credit for it. Well, at the end of the day, guys, I think Judge Castros will agree on this. Guys, at the end of the day, all you have to do is call us in. I mean, avoid the middleman. And by the middleman, avoid me having to come on here and preach about it every other day or every day. Just call us in. We'll help. Look, and I know Judge Cascos. I know that he is ready, willing, and able to go assist and to give recommendations and suggestions. The problem is that we don't get individuals in leadership positions that call in the most qualified individuals, and it would be a such a great benefit to the community. But you know what? It would be a great benefit even to sitting politicos to bring in individuals that carry the experience of Judge Cascos. And again, guys, bring in a lot of us that have our own expertise or our own ideas or our own ideals in regards to what should be done. And look, guys, and I've made mention of this before. I personally don't have all the answers, but I do a lot of research and I do a lot of reading, and I'm up to date in regards to what's going on at the national level, at the state level, and I do my best to even take notice in regards to what's going on at the international level, because we live in such uh, a, a world, a community, guys, that what happens in China could very well affect the people of Brownsville. And again, guys, the only proof you need is the coronavirus. I mean, we can't say anymore, oh, that's happening on the other side of the world. It's not going to affect us. Let me tell you something. If there's something that coronavirus taught us all, is that a small, minuscule, little bitty, tiny, microscopic thingamajig can decimate millions of lives. Brought to you from China. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day in Monterrey, and I was going like, who would have thunk, no? Who would have thunk that this virus, all the way across the world, was going to take so many lives here locally? It's very unfortunate. But guys, that's why we need to keep up in regards to what's going on all over the place. We live in that type of world. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ana Ali Idiom. Oh, I got a big old text message. Good morning, Mr. Castro. You look very professional as always. Thank you. BU, it's a good thing. I have moved to share this with you because I'm seeing the sensation of exasperation, frustration, and hopelessness creep up in you again. Very much understandably so with the ways things went again during elections. So much advice, criticism, betrayal, and so many know it all comments. You've been at this calling you have of being a community advocate for a long time now. Those of us that care about Brownsville and its governmental entities appreciate you. The rest of the bunch can continue to exercise the First Amendment, but with no consequence to you continue to fight for the truth and justice. Run for any and all offices. Those on the side of truth will continue to support you. Thank you. We need you to keep us informed of what is really going on and who the villains and the heroes really are. We may not win the war. Oh my goodness. We may not win the war. It's true. Uh, Maybe not even battles, but we can sure make them bleed. Preach. This is my type of post. I remain in the shadows as, but it's such a, like, facts don't change no matter how much a-holes try to change or distort them. So full speed ahead with or without the folks. Just come out and go all the time. Only true soldiers stand firm, and the thieves of the golden pots will have to answer to the higher power. All we can do is make them squirm and feel uncomfortable. When the truth is slapped across their faces, we know who they are and we know who we are. Y no nos llegan ni a los talones, imbéciles, bendiciones. Woo! That's the kind of text I like to receive. Yes. And look, guys, and Mark's right there. Let me say, guys, um, like, sometimes I might vent my frustrations, guys, but I vent my frustrations because sometimes I get frustrated. And something that my friend mentioned in the text, guys, prick, if you prick us, will we not bleed? And the answer is yes, guys. We will bleed. But I agree 100%. Look, guys, I'm in no way dissuaded by election outcomes, guys. In order to continue to do what I promised my community that I will do, guys. I will be out here, guys. I will ask the tough questions. I will not be swayed by the corrupt political machine that exists, guys. I will do everything that I can, guys, to continue to inform individuals of what really goes on in our community, guys. I'm not going anywhere. And I think that one of the things that local politicians have learned is that, guys, we are not going anywhere. Somewhere on the county website, there is a FEMA flood map that describes the level of flooding depending what category hurricane we get. Just, I turned the alarm off. I did. I hate the beeping, guys. Sorry, I had to turn off the alarm. Um, just a Cat 2 hurricane has strong surges up to the airport. Let me tell you, we're due something heavy, and it's not going to be a good thing for our community. Morning, handsome. Love to have my coffee and listen to your informative shows. Thanks a million. Love you, mi amor. Thank you. Woo! Good morning. Good morning. I know we as citizens need to prepare on our own. So, what is the responsibility of city officials? Just sit and milk it? So, the $1 million question: when are we getting active city officials? How come the mayor didn't come out and talk about the flooding on Boca Chica? Was he on the phone with the White House for that too? They are a freaking joke. Roxanne, 100%. And again, guys, the flood was yesterday. The storm hit yesterday. We have yet to hear from one single city or county commissioner. We've not heard from the county judge. We have not heard from the city mayor. And look, guys, people may say like, "Pues nada pasó, Erasmo como quiera." That's not the issue. The issue is that it could have been a worse storm. Now, guys, and again, I'm not basing this on nomás para criticar al imbécil de Trey or el imbécil de Eddie Treviño, guys. Not doing it for that. Guys, I'm basing it on the county commissioners, guys, up here in Hidalgo. They were out there talking to their community, guys. They were informing them. They were, again, recommending and putting out where individuals could pick up sandbags. Proactiveness, guys. Doesn't hurt. Does the body good. It appears we have 100-year-old flood every 2 to 3 years. Yeah. Panic helps no one. It doesn't. Panic doesn't help anyone. But again, guys, as Judge Cascos just mentioned, guys, this comes regularly, guys. Where is the plan? What is the plan? What will our city do? And one of the first things that needs to be done, guys, is to make sure that there's a brush pickup that doesn't cause a lot of these gutters to clog up. Unfortunately for us, our trash has not been picked up in months. In months, and I again said it all this week, guys. We've already paid for those services, and we have not been serviced. And let me tell you, guys, it's like you pay for a service and you don't get serviced. Trust me, I want to get serviced. If I pay, I want to get serviced. And we haven't gotten service, guys. Our branches, our junk is still out there on the side of the roads. And I made mention of this earlier this week. I'm saying it again, guys. They are planning to increase the amount of money that you pay for brush pickup, guys. It's happening, I think, this as soon as June. Guys, based on what? Based on what? We've been paying for the past 5 months, guys. We've gotten nothing. Nothing. Me voy a enamorar al Musk since Mike ya no me peló. Papa, you were supposed to come for lunch. Let's go do lunch on Friday. We'll invite Mike. Mike, si te pela, Jimmy. He's open-minded. Just take precautions and don't expect someone to rescue you. Well, yeah, that's kind of a sad situation, but yeah, I mean, I think that's prepare for the worst, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Yo por eso tengo mi scooter. With all due respect, wasn't Judge Cascos part of the Green Committee for Musk, along with Governor and of course City? I'm not sure. Again, Judge Cascos might be able to answer that himself, but I think Judge Cascos was Secretary of State back then. Yes, but yes, I was. It appears that the contract with SpaceX that we entered into back then is not being followed today. No, that's actually a good point. But I'm not sure if you were Judge Cascos, or were you Secretary of State when Elon Musk? I'm not sure. But it'd be good to see the contract that was signed with Elon Musk back then, and to actually see the difference and see where we're at right now. Special to run, hold the handle down agenda item. A board meeting called special for legal services negotiation contract. Also, BIZ can finally flush away the floater, the top feeder. After years and years and millions down the drain, flush away. BIZ flushed away, flush funds, flush twice. Hold the handle down until you send Balti to the great Salty. Bye bye, Balti. God will wash away all the sinners and corrupt politicians, since city, school, county officials. Yeah, I think God wants us to be a little bit more proactive in that too. I was getting ready to call Channel 5 because of all the brush in my neighborhood. Look at my post. Leticia, I will look for it as soon as I'm off. Send me a link if you don't mind to my to my messenger so I could no batallar para encontrarlo. Yes. Yes. Very, very sad situation, guys. Um, Casa de Nylon building, God almighty. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to breathe because I'm not going to mention the Casa de Nylon building. I'm not going to mention that there's a big old line of individuals waiting there for plasma. And again, guys, nothing against the folks out there that are waiting for plasma. More power to them, guys. I've actually at one point also considered selling plasma. Uh, back when I was in Austin, and I was a student, and I thought, maybe get a couple of bucks, then we go get some plasma. I just could never do it. Back then, I think I was still a little bit afraid of needles. I'm not much afraid of needles much anymore. But back then, I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. So I didn't. But I don't mind individuals that go so plasma because they want to make a couple more bucks. More power to them, guys. Again, it's very indicative of the situation that we have right now in regards to no economic development. That the only out that a lot of people have is to go sell their blood. And I think that's one of the reasons, folks, that we've had an increment in regards to these blood banks, these plasma centers, guys. I mean, just downtown, I think we have two downtown, guys. We've got one that's right here where the Casa de Nylon building's at. I just posted that picture. And we have the other one that is right across from City Hall. Well, where the city has their city commission meetings. Have you seen that one, guys? Right across. And again, more power to these places, man. They provide a necessary service to folks out there. And again, they do pay a lot of the poorest amongst us a good chunk of money out there, guys. More power to them. What happens, though, it becomes indicative, guys, of how bad our economy is. Because it's not just people from Mexico, guys. It's a lot of people from here too that live in Brownsville that are out there forming these lines. Now, take into consideration right now, individuals have a hard time coming over from Mexico because they can't cross. The date has already been moved up. It was supposed to be May 21st. That after May 21st, people from Matamoros, las personas de Matamoros iban a poder cruzar para Estados Unidos con su visa láser, con la tarjeta local. That's not happening anymore, folks. People with a visa láser, a visitor's visa, a B2, won't be able to cross, guys. Won't be able to cross till June 21st. So a lot of the people that are coming, that are in these lines, are people from Mexico, guys. Now, what's going to happen when we open up the borders for legal people to start coming across? Because right now we have it open for illegal folk coming over with no legal documentation. So what's going to happen, guys, when we start opening the bridges for individuals with their visa lasers to be able to come over to Brownsville? Guys, going to guess that we're probably going to need more plasma centers, and I'm going to bet my bottom dollar that many more are going to pop up everywhere, guys. But it doesn't mean that we're booming, that we're growing, because these are number fillers, guys. These are number fillers. Because what comes back is that there are jobs in Brownsville. Business is opening in Brownsville. Yeah, but it's business based on a welfare state. Back on a welfare state, guys. And again, nothing against individuals that are out there as they're selling their plasma. God bless you. Just recently, they posted that workers were given more hours, 65 per week, to help pick up brush citywide, and more trucks added. Yet I have not seen any brush picked up in my area, or have seen any trucks picking up brush. So what the hell is going on? And again, this is a constant, guys, for everyone. But look, Hector, it goes back to what we were talking about at first. Where is the city being proactive? Why didn't we hire these people back in January? I'm going to guess, Hector, that if they actually did hire more people and had actually more trucks out there, that there's just so much out there that they won't be able to get to all of it before they increase the amount of money that we pay for it. How does that make sense to anyone? What I think should happen is we should get 5 months no pay. 5 months no pay, guys, just to catch up. They didn't pick it up in the first 5 months of the year. Well, then the next 5 months dedicated to picking the stuff up and everything else that accumulates. But no, we paid during those 5 months, and we're going to pay even more now after June. It's very unfortunate. Freedom of Information Act can get you the contract. Other news outlets have gotten it. The original contract called for 1 day closure per month with 3 alternative dates plus no holiday closures. That is not happening. It isn't. They get to close at any time that they want. And again, part of the problem, Judge Cascos, is who's going to hold them accountable? Who's going to hold them to their contract? Not the county. Definitely not the city. Not when Elon Musk is out there putting money in their pockets. Because ultimately, that's where that money is going to go to, into enriching the individuals that are sitting in office now. It's just that simple. Breaking news: Sylvia announced she will not be seeking any political ambitions anytime soon. She has been called away to serve jail time. With all due respect, do you think donating plasma is an essential visit? Um, yes. And I say that, Roxanne, because of the great need that exists at times, especially during pandemics, and the limited number of individuals that want to actually go out there and donate blood. I do my best to donate blood every 6 months, but not everyone enjoys donating blood. I actually wait for my Porter Nation, my Porter Hosey group to have a blood donation drive, and I go to theirs because I like supporting our students. And again, I'm already a donor anyway, so it's like a double donation, a double donor. So, do I think it is an essential visit? Yeah, it just depends on how low we are in regards to blood donations and plasma donations. So more power to people, you know. And look, one of the things that I've shared is the economy in Matamoros is. If we think the economy in Brownsville is bad, my goodness gracious, the economy in Matamoros is horrible, guys. Horrible. And I understand why people want to come over and donate their plasma. Is it essential? It's essential for blood banks. Yes. Is it essential for the people that have no other way to make a quick $750 in a month? Yeah. So I'm not against the blood banks at all. Not against the blood banks. I just feel that they are indicative of where we are in regards to socioeconomic status here in the area, guys. It just indicates how bad things are. I'm not against. I'm not against money coming in from the federal government. I'm not against unemployment money coming into the people of Brownsville. I'm not against federal money, federal grants coming to the city of Brownsville. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. I want all money to come to the city of Brownsville. I want all monies to come to the city of Brownsville. So when Governor Abbott put a stop to the unemployment, I mean, all right, more power to you guys. And I know a lot of people were out there applauding and clapping, like, ah, yes, arrastrados, no quieren trabajar. Guys, it's money that's being injected into the community. I don't care if people are on the couch rascándose las tatanacas. It's money that's coming into our local economy. Where are we going to get that money later on? As the new Ronald McDonald clown, where are city meetings held? On 10th and Elizabeth, right across from the Plasma Center. Good morning, Erasmus Maximus. Another side effect of raised property values is an increase in homeowners insurance. My Batcave insurance went up from 110 per month. Yikes. And this is actually an amazing point. We hadn't actually talked about that. I hadn't even considered the increase in regards to home insurance, guys. It's crazy. Now, can you imagine paying more taxes a year for your property and then having to pay more a month for insurance? That's $90, guys. Es lo que me gasto cuando voy a tragar. Collateral damage. Yes. One thing leads to another. Good morning, Erasmo, Miriam. Good morning. Plasma centers open up because Americans don't donate blood, even if you are compensated. Uh, some Americans do. I mentioned how I consider to donate blood, but yeah, I agree with you. Uh, that's one of the reasons why I think that throughout the border towns, you're going to see an increase of a lot of these places, a lot of these plasma donations things. Contact your commissioners for brush pickup. They are your representatives, 100%. Póngales gorro. I think all this was posted to keep us, the taxpayers, quiet. Vas a ver. Do you have a new strategy for the BID elections for next year? No. I'm going to do exactly what I've always done. I'm going to add a couple of things, but I'm not going to change. Look, guys, I'm going to say this again. I'd love to win an election, guys. It's not my top priority, guys. My top priority is not to win an election. My top priority, guys, is to serve my community. It's my top objective, to be of service, guys. We were called to be of service. It's kind of funny, but on my church page, I have some pastors from different parts of the hemisphere, and I love it when they put "Gracias, siervo." Gracias, siervo. I love it when they put that because it is a, I think, like this new terminology in different churches because we are called to serve. Somos siervos. It's also of the ideal that, we uh, come into the church to be servants. Nos hacemos siervos. So I like the, siervo, siervo. So I enjoy that, a servant heart is what it's called. So I enjoy when they say that. And again, a lot of people just say como they say brother, compañero, amigo. But my ultimate goal is to be of service to the community. Guys, if you all want to continue to eat crap, I can't stop you guys. You could lead a horse to water. You cannot make him drink. And until the day, guys, that we all work together in order to win an election, it's not going to happen, folks. Because I will not uh, bend over for the corrupt political machine that exists here, guys. I will not run a campaign with vendor money. Guys, I am not going to infuse hundreds of thousands of dollars into a campaign that pays nothing, guys, and then be looking for individuals to pay off that debt. I'm not going to do it. So, guys, if we do not run a campaign together, Danny, the outcome is your outcome. It's not what I did or didn't do. What is your strategy, Danny, for my next election? What are you going to do different? How many more people are you going to take to the polls? How many more phone calls are you going to make? How many hours a week are you going to be out there helping me holding up signs? That's the question I want everyone to ask themselves. Guys, I am going above and beyond. Look, guys, I'm putting my name on the ballot. Guys, I get attacked more than any other candidate out there. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I brush it off. I don't care. Tengo mucha concha. Tengo bastante concha, guys. So I'm okay. And I'll be okay no matter what the outcome of an election is. I have a fairly awesome life. So again, guys, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Guys, ask not what Erasmo is going to do different. Ask what you are going to do different for next election. And let me know. Doesn't Judge Eddie sign off on the street closures? He announces the street closures. Where is a difference between donating blood and selling plasma? There is a big difference. Uh, Donating blood is just the blood. I think the plasma is they go in a little bit deeper, something like that. Lolita, I think knows. Selling plasma has nothing to do with blood banks. Okay. $40 in Matamoros goes a long way for some who don't have much. Oh, 100%. Let me tell you, I was seeing an article this morning in regards to minimum salaries for individuals out there in Mexico, guys. Guys earning 200 pesos a day. Yikes. 200 pesos a day. 1,000 pesos a week. Guys, that's nothing, guys. 1,000 pesos a week is like $50. Could you live on $50 a week? One of the things that I was in Monterrey and I was with my ex-wife in Monterrey, and we were talking about that. Como back in the day when I was in Monterrey 20 some years ago, when we had our first kid, guys, back then, este, I mean, we were earning very little. I think I was earning well because I was teaching. I was at a teacher at a high school, so I was earning well. But her family, they lived on on minimum wage, and I'm talking about maybe like 1,000. $1,000, 1,000 pesos a week. But every weekend, guys, every weekend teníamos el carnezazo. And it was cada viernes en la noche era que las virongas y la carne asada, and we were remembering that, man. We were remembering that, and I was going like, how the heck were we able to afford all that when we weren't making a lot of money, man? And it seems like that's the culture up in Monterrey, guys. People earn very little, pero every weekend they have their cookouts, folks. They have their cookouts. And the reason that is, guys, is that they pool their money together. O sea, Meme ponía 100 pesos, Erasmo no ponía nada porque era bien tacaño, era bien codo. Gracia ponía 100 pesos, aquel ponía 100 pesos. They'd pool the money together and then they'd buy beer and they'd buy carne para asar. Y teníamos los carnesazos. Guys, that's what government is. You pool your resources together, and then everyone in that community base gets to enjoy of the pooled resources. Of the pooled resources. That's not happening in the city of Brownsville and Cameron County, guys. We are pooling our resources, and the ones that are benefiting are the politicos, guys. That's what's going on. Hashtag las tatanacas. Tatanacas. Your point of view, pros and cons from the last BISD election. Uh, it's a good question. The pros are, guys, we ran a hell of a campaign. I enjoy the campaign that we ran. It was fun. We presented facts. We shared information that now people realize is there was actually factual and not just hot air talk. The cons, I guess, I don't know. The truth, Danny, all the way up to when we received the results, I had absolutely very little doubt that we were going to lose that race. So maybe not taking into account the the vote harvesting that went on, the manipulation of votes, and how elections are stolen. And I'm not crying over spilled milk. Again, guys, I accept that ultimately the one who's in control is God, and God says no is no. I'm okay with when God says no. I've learned to be okay when God says no. It didn't happen. We're not against rap. We're not against rappers, but we are against those thugs. Is that a song? Is it? No, I didn't hear. You have it there? What? Okay, Mark's gonna pull up the song, Sammy. Ah, Bones Thugs in Harmony. Todos se quejan, pero no hace nada. Exactamente. Ex-wife, kids. Yes, gracias. I have a cousin who works at a chemical plant in Matamoros, and he is considered high class because he earns $75 a week. Yikes. Too much information. We gave them a hell of a race, didn't we? We'll get them next time. Guys, yes. Let me say, guys, I enjoyed the BISD race, Danny. Maybe that's what we need to put on our shirt, Sammy, on our next shirts. Uh, it was a hell of a race, guys. And let me tell you, I'm very proud that we ran the race together with Mr. Carlos Elizondo, Frankie Olivo, Coach Joe Rodriguez, Marisa Leal, guys, Vito Cardenas. Very proud. I mean, we had a great time, folks. Had a great time. we worked it. We put up signs. We were there at the polls every day from before the sun came out and way into the night, guys. We ran an awesome campaign, guys, an awesome race. But it was fun, man. We even had dress up days, man, where we dress up in different outfits, folks. Let me say, it was a fun race. Had a great time. I mean, the results didn't come back in our favor, in the community's favor. Such is life. But it was a hell of a race, guys. And I'm ready and anxious for our next BISD race, guys. Anxious and ready for the next BISD race. I actually had a conversation with Marisa this morning, and we were talking about the other um, show situation. And I said, "Look, Marisa, it's just very, very simple. If you're running a race, and I decide to run a race against you, it's a disservice to the community because you and I are not in competition." I love Marisa. I've loved Marisa since we were in high school. Even before then, I think. Guys, I don't run against friends. I don't run against people that I feel are going to do a great job. And I mentioned that to Marisa this morning. I said, Marisa, why would I want to run a race against you when we could be running like this in unison? So, next BISD race, guys, I am going to sit down with Marisa and with someone other that I feel would do a good job. I'm trying to convince to run for office, guys. Este, they are retiring from the district and going to meet up with a couple of people that are retiring from the district, guys, who I feel would do a good job as board members because they know. And let me say, guys, if there's enough people to run for BISD who I feel would do a good job for BISD, I will not run. But as of right now, you better believe I'm running. But hopefully, we'll be meeting with these folks soon, and let you all know. 75 bucks a week are high class. Then why are strippers so frowned upon when they make hundreds a day? I don't frown against. I don't frown. I don't never frown against the stripper. More power to people, guys. Let me tell you, if people want to go out there and strip for cash, more power to them. La Pingüina Peña looks happy on every photo from BISD. She's disgusting. Let me tell you, it's just so gross to see the pictures up there with la carota de marrana que tiene. Maggie for BISD board. Maggie is still working at BISD for a couple more years. She won't be able to do that. But I am hoping that there are some folks out there that will be interested in coming back to the district to serve as board members. And I'm going to do everything I can to convince people, anything and everything I can to convince folks. Guys, my hour is up. My hour is up. Let me. My hour is up, guys. Good morning, a cat. You're going to have to do the watch and read one, mi amor. We've been out here for an hour, guys. Guys, have a great, great day. Social distance, face coverings, hand sanitizer. Guys, I will be streaming the show at 7 o'clock with Mr. De Los Santos wanting my input, I guess, or wanting to call me out on my lies tonight at 7 o'clock. And I will be streaming it on my pages. And again, guys, be back at 9 o'clock tonight to do the wrap up of what went on today. Can't wait for your next race, Erasmo. Love you, Papa. Guys, have a great, great day. Uh, See you at 9 o'clock, guys. Be good to each other. And please continue to be good to me. God bless.